What's up, family? Man, I just want to jump on real quick. Man, we have to grow the fuck up. You know what I mean? And I know people don't like the language, and I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Grow the fuck up. Man, life is too short. Life is too precious. Stop fucking whining and crying about how shit ain't going right for you. You know what I mean? And I know we do that. I do that. And what God had to show me, man, I was at the beach yesterday. And I was downtown and I see these lifeguards running into the water. And I'm walking that direction. I'm like, okay, what's going on? And they're pulling two little boys, couldn't be no more than 10, 12 years old, up out the water. These little boys would have drowned if it hadn't been for these lifeguards paying attention. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. I'm like, okay. I didn't think too much about it. It's like, okay, good. They got rescued. Man, that's cool. You know, these two little kids, they're going home to their parents. Man, their family, they're good. You know what I mean? I didn't think anything else about that, right? So I find myself up later in the day, uptown, on the beach still. And I'm walking and I see look like two young girls, right? And the waves are crashing. It's just high tide. It's just rough, right? And I look down and I see like, it appears to be like two girls, right? And so I'm walking down that way because it's like, man, the beach is like 300 something people, you know what I mean? But I understand that nobody's supposed to be in the water. Stay with me. And so I see these two little girls just bouncing up and down, right? But it looked like little girls, they jumping, they going down and coming up and jumping up. That's what it looked like from as far as I was. So I get down there and I'm trying to help them. And they come out, they finally come out. One of them's leg is all cut up and big strawberry in her leg where the sand was knocking them down up under the water, up against the sand and just dragging them and just releasing them and just knocking them back down again over and over, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I heard that a young man passed away. Same beach, a little further down. 14 years old. I'm like, what the fuck? So I come in last night and it's heavy on my mind, right? I'm just thinking about the events. I'm thinking, man, I was at a beach where there could have been at least 5 people killed by being in the water. What does that got to do with us? Life can be taken from your ass just that fucking quick. Just that fucking quick, your whole fucking world can change. And you sitting here as a grown-ass motherfucking man, or supposed to be a fucking man, you sitting there crying and whining like a grown person, as a grown person, about, oh, they don't like me, oh, they don't want me no more, oh, they left me, and all this other stupid bullshit that we go through, and we think the fucking world is coming to an end. Because we don't have no money. Man, we don't know what's going to happen over here. And we stressed out over here. And this person don't want to fuck with us no more. And this person broke my heart. And this person don't like me. And this person didn't comment on my post. And all this stupid ass bullshit. And there's people losing their motherfucking life. I know we sit back and we understand people die every day. And it don't mean shit to us because it ain't us. It only means something to us when it's one of our loved ones, when it's somebody we know about. But other than that, man, we ain't thinking about them. We ain't thinking about all the people that's committed suicide today, all the people that's gotten shot and killed today, all the people that's had brain aneurysms, heart attacks, and just passed out. They go. And we sitting here whining and crying over some bullshit, over some insignificant bullshit. And you got families fucked up because they lost a loved one. We got to grow the fuck up. We have to grow the fuck up. We have to stop acting like fucking spoiled ass little fucking kids. And we crying because we don't get what we want. We whining because I didn't get the job and that's not fair. And this other motherfucker got it and look through the and it's racism and it's this and it's this. I know this shit hurt. Been there, done that. I know it hurt when somebody fucks you off. Somebody dogs you out. I've been there, done that. I'm not saying that, man, that shit don't hurt. I'm saying we got to grow the fuck up and get our fucking life right. We got to grow the fuck up and get our fucking perspectives right. I remember talking to my late wife, Cecilia, and man, she was crying because she had stretch marks on her stomach because she had a cesarean. She had 3 boys, and she had, each of them was cesarean. And so she had that scar going across her belly. And she couldn't lose that area as far as the fat in that area. And she was sitting at work one day, and we're sitting in the car, and she was crying and just mad and angry at God because she had these stretch marks and because she couldn't, get rid of that belly area right there. No matter how hard she worked out, no matter how much she starved herself, she couldn't get rid of that area. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. And so I'm sitting there talking to her. I'm like, what the fuck are you tripping on? You're fucking drop dead court. You're fine as what? You're the motherfucking shit. You know how many people would love to be you? You know how many women would love to have your fucking hair? You know how many people would love to have your fucking job? Look how much money we make. Can't nobody see your stomach but me. I don't have a problem with your stomach. I don't have a problem with your stretch marks. I think you the motherfucking shit. And she's mad and angry and crying and talking about how dare I tell her that she's wrong. And I'm telling her, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm just telling you, you come across as some spoiled, ungrateful kid. God has blessed you with 3 healthy boys. They're great kids. You have a great job. Great place to stay. A great vehicle. You're in a loving, compassionate, giving relationship. And you're crying and whining over your stomach that nobody can see. Nobody knows you have that. Now I said, what is it going to take for you to let that go? What is it going to take for you? We're having this conversation like around 2012, 2010. We're having this conversation. What is it going to, I'm asking, what is it going to take for you to let that go? That's because God is always going to bring something bigger, more devastating than that in order for you to let that go. And she couldn't understand that because she was so caught up in her feelings about her stomach, how it wasn't fair, how she's mad and angry because she couldn't lose it. She got a tumor later that year, size of a grapefruit on her lung. They had to rush her. We're in Tulare, California. They had to rush her to San Francisco to do surgery on her. I'm thinking, man, okay, man, God, this is what it's going to take for her to let that go. Because we didn't know if it's cancerous or what. Comes back, man, it's benign. It's not cancerous. So we're like, oh, God, thank you. You know what I mean? It's not cancer. Thank you. Okay, what do you guys got to do to remove this softball-sized grapefruit, softball-sized tumor off her lung? Man, we got to go and cut. The surgery's going to last about this long. Her recovery's going to be this long. She's going to have to go to physical therapy. We're going to go through her back, and she's going to have a scar. It's going to be about this long. So they're telling us all this in advance, right? I'm like, okay, man, get it done. Do what you got to do. She comes home. She's mindful of the scar on her back. She's not really fixated on the scar on her stomach anymore. She's concerned about the scar on her back. Now she can't wear sundresses because people can see the scar. And I'm like, oh my God, it's even fucking worse now. Cecilia, man, you could have had cancer. We had a friend, a dear friend, Kim, that passed. Kim had found out that she had cancer the same time that Cecilia found out that she had this tumor. Within months, Kim died. And I'm talking to Cecilia, my wife now. It's like, that could have been you. Man, how come you can't be grateful that it wasn't cancer and forget the scar? Man, you're still here. Kim's gone. In 2015, we find out that Cecilia has cancer, breast cancer. And it's spread throughout her entire body. There's nothing they could do. It's already in her lymph nodes, everywhere. They could do surgery, do chemo. Well, they could do chemo first, surgery, and radiation. But they gave her 6 months to live, even with the treatment. That was February 2015. She passed away December 2000. She didn't do the chemo, the radiation, none of that. She was like, man, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm not going through all of that. She passed away December 4th, 2015. Before she passed away, she sat there on the floor and she was so broken. She had her left breast out because it had opened up. Metastasized is what they call it. It opened up and it looked like cauliflower. Her left armpit, she had a gaping hole there as well. And so she had a sundress on and she had a breast out. And then she got to the point she stopped wearing any tops because she was at home, right? She stopped wearing anything because the breast, she couldn't do anything with that. She had to let it air out. Same thing with her arm. And I'm sitting there because she didn't like being naked in front of me. Before the cancer, she didn't like being naked because of her stomach, the scar in her stomach. And now she don't mind being naked in front of me because she has to, because of her breasts and her armpit. And I'm sitting there and the tears are running down my eyes. This is what it took for you to let your stomach go. This is what it took for you to stop being fixated on your fucking scar on your stomach. And for the longest time, I was mad at her. I loved her. I adored her. She was my world. She was my world. My every fucking thing. My world. And I'm hurt. I'm broken. Because you got cancer and you're dying. And now you don't have a problem with being naked in front of me. I never had an issue with your body. And now you're okay with your stomach. Wow, man, that still fucks me up. That still fucks me up. Why am I talking to you guys about that? I don't give a fuck what you're going through. I know it hurts. But you had better grow the fuck up and deal with your shit and understand it could be a hell of a lot worse. It can be a whole lot fucking worse. Don't make God have to fuck you up. For you to humble your ass, sit your ass down, and understand. Man, I had better learn some fucking gratitude, even in this challenging situation, even in this difficult times. I had better sit my monkey ass down and be grateful for what I have. It may not be much, but there's motherfuckers with a whole lot less than me. I may not have everything I want. I may not have anything I want, but there's motherfuckers dying that wish they had breath. There's motherfuckers locked up in prison, never getting out. There's motherfuckers paralyzed, stuck in hospitals. Learn to be grateful, because the shit can get fucking real very fucking quick. You have no idea how real this shit can get for you. Man, you better learn some fucking gratitude. Man, I hope and pray that I said something to help you guys, to bless you guys, to encourage you guys. You know what I mean? Man, life ain't a fucking game. This shit's real. And most of the time, we don't understand how real it is until we're about to lose it. Man, I love you guys. Happy healing. Namaste. Peace.